I'm Jeremiah McKinnon. This is NEC News Today. Here now are the top cannabis news stories from around New England for March 3rd, 2023. The Massachusetts Cannabis Control Commission has started to meet in public, but won't allow visitors inside their Worcester headquarters. According to reporting from the Boston Business Journal, the Commission has decided to prohibit in-person attendance at this time. In January, the Commission met in public for the first time since the pandemic. Members of the public were not told that the Commission would not allow in-person attendees, so a number of individuals made their way to Worcester only to find out that they wouldn't be let in the room. The Commission does live stream their public meetings online and points to recent laws passed during the pandemic that they say allows their agency to limit in-person attendance. The Commission faced protests and interruption at their Worcester public meetings back in December of 2019 and January of 2020. Critics say that the agency should be transparent and accommodate the desire of the public to engage with the Commission in person. The New England Cannabis Convention is preparing to hold their annual Boston event this month for the East Coast cannabis community. NECANN first held their Boston Cannabis Convention in 2015, and since then the event has grown to be one of the largest and most recognized cannabis events for networking and education. This year, NECANN has a full schedule with over 120 speakers covering all topics relevant to the New England cannabis market between March 10th and March 12th. The event will take place at the Heinz Convention Center with an extensive list of exhibitors and vendors. Tickets are available for purchase online and at the door. Tickets purchased at the door will cost more and must be purchased in cash. In Connecticut, Governor Ned Lamont has appointed a new commissioner to lead the Department of Consumer Protection and overlook the legal cannabis industry. Brian Caffarelli, who currently serves as legal counsel of the Connecticut Senate Republican office, will now lead the Department of Consumer Protection, which also has authority over the adult-use cannabis industry. Caffarelli has experience as a drug control attorney with the department between April of 2017 and January of 2019. Governor Ned Lamont said that Caffarelli is experienced working in state government, dedicated to protecting consumers, and making it easier for those who are interested to interact with regulators. Caffarelli won't be starting the job quite yet. The governor's appointee must first be forwarded to the General Assembly for its consideration. A new cannabis industry trade group representing retailers launched this week with an event at the Vermont State House. The group, Cannabis Retailers Association of Vermont, is comprised of retailers such as Capital Cannabis Company, Valley Mead, and Zen Barn Farms. Their goal is to promote the growth and development of the legal cannabis industry in Vermont, with a focus on quality, customer experience, equity, and sustainability. The group has said that it supports eliminating the restrictive tax that currently applies to cannabis vape products. Vermont's recreational cannabis industry has grown quickly, with more than 40 dispensaries open only a few months after sales began on October 1st. In Maine, the application to receive a hemp processor license is now available for interested parties to submit an application. The Department of Agriculture, Conservation, and Forestry in Maine sent out an email recently to let interested parties know that their hemp program is now accepting new applications. The application forms are now available on the department's website for indoor and outdoor hemp production. Maine operates under a USDA-approved hemp licensing program. This allows licensees to market their hemp nationwide and apply for USDA loans, grants, and organic certifications. According to the new application, there is one major update that could come as a surprise to those who have a criminal history with controlled substances. A person with a state or federal felony conviction relating to a controlled substance may not grow hemp for 10 years after the date of the conviction. In a recent announcement, DocMJ, a multi-state provider of medical cannabis certifications, has agreed to acquire MedWell. MedWell is a leading medical marijuana clinician group that operates multiple offices in Massachusetts and Florida. This will officially bring DocMJ to Massachusetts, but the company has decided to continue operating under the MedWell brand name. The acquisition was completed on January 23, 2023. MedWell has operated its business in Massachusetts since 2015. Last but not least this week, the Pleasantrees dispensary in Easthampton has closed its doors and may be interested in exiting the state altogether. As of February 2023, the Pleasantrees dispensary in Easthampton has shut down for good. Storefront, which opened in the summer of 2021, quickly became one of many shops in the area. Within a 10-mile radius of Easthampton, cannabis consumers now have more than 24 storefronts to choose from. Pleasantrees has a second location in Amherst, which may be next to close, according to reporting from the Daily Hampshire Gazette. The company is reportedly searching for a buyer to take over the property and its cannabis licenses. Industry experts predict that 2023 will be a tough year for Massachusetts and their cannabis industry as it becomes saturated with lower prices and more competition. This week, NEC News Today marks our one-year anniversary, with our first episode being published on March 6, 2022. I wanted to take a moment to express my deep gratitude for the incredible support that NEC News Today has received. It's been my honor to bring you the latest cannabis news from across New England, and I'm excited to continue doing so in the future. For the absolute latest New England cannabis news, head on over to necnewstoday.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video. Subscribe to NEC News Today for more great content, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an episode of the show. For New England Cannabis News Today, this is Jeremiah McKinnon, reminding you to always use cannabis responsibly and to enjoy your cannabis-filled adventures throughout New England.